Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan spoke to journalists on his flight en route to Turkey from Lithuania on Wednesday. President Erdoğan evaluated the NATO heads of state and government summit in Lithuania's capital, Vilnius.
We reaffirm that NATO is the principal consultation forum on defense and security issues in the European Atlantic area. For the first time in the history of the alliance, the decision to appoint a special coordinator for combating terrorism was announced. I hope that our summit, which we held at a time when the effects of the ongoing war in Ukraine are felt in our region and on a global scale, will be beneficial.
Turkey has dropped its objections to Sweden joining NATO. Turkey and Sweden have now agreed to establish a so-called security compact on fighting terrorism, and Stockholm promised to support Ankara's bid to become a member of the European Union.
The authority to approve Sweden's accession protocols is the Turkish Grand National Assembly. There is a process running now. Our parliament will follow the steps taken and will make the right decision in line with the interests of our country.
The most important aspect of the long-standing Turkey-European Union relations is its up-and-down character from the very beginning. Despite the difficulties in the negotiation process, the EU membership ultimately remains as one of the most important strategic goals of Turkey.
There is a positive opinion about the revitalization of our European Union membership process. We will accelerate the negotiations for the updating of the customs union, which will have a multiplier effect on the Turkish economy. I believe that we will make progress in visa liberalization as well.
Turkey made a request to the United States in October 2021 to buy Lockheed Martin F-16 fighter jets worth $20 billion and nearly 80 modernization kits for its existing warplanes. The Biden administration has recently thrown its support behind a potential sale of F-16 fighter jets to Turkey.
Turkey and the United States are NATO allies and strategic partners. Our meeting with Biden within the scope of the summit was also very productive. Biden and his administration actually take an attitude in favor of our country regarding the sale of F-16s. At the moment, both Biden and his Secretary of State are following the issue.
As one of the major components of the Middle East region, Turkey associates the stability, security, and well-being of the Arab countries directly with its own. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan is expected to visit Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates next week.
We would like to visit Saudi Arabia, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, and further strengthen all kinds of relations between us. They always say that they are ready to make serious investments in Turkey. We will not hesitate to take the necessary steps for the growth of Turkey and the welfare of our citizens. After all necessary infrastructure and superstructure works are completed, inflation, which tends to decrease, will fall to single digits in its course. I believe that we will see single-digit inflation figures in a short time.